All right, in this part of the assignment, I am going to show you how to create a web page and show you basic workflow for making it work well with your students. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to create the accounts like you did in the last video, and then you're going to hand those out to students so they have those and they're available. Now, when they go to log in, they're going to go to students.weebly.com. So it's students.weebly.com. And I'm going to log in from the student side. So this is what students see. And I am going to type in the password I made, which is 123456778. When you first get into Weebly, the first thing it's going to ask you is, hey, what do you want your web page to be called on the internet? What do you want? What's the domain or URL it's going to be? Now, you are the millionth or 2 millionth or 10 millionth person who's using this website, so most of the good ones are taken. What I advise students to do is to do either, first initials, first name, last name, just something creative. It's whatever you want to do. But they may have to add some numbers after it to make it unique. So for mine, I have not a very common last name, but that is available. And if it wasn't available, it would give you a X mark saying it's not available, like cool guy is taken. So they'll have to come up with maybe cool guy 653, and that is not taken, so it works. So let me type in the one I had before. And now my website will be publicly available at klauscher.weebly.com. As part of Weebly here, you have all kinds of, this is your navigation, your basic ones on the left right here. Some things cost money, some things are free. I stick to all the free stuff because I'm a free stuff kind of person. But you have your basic tools over here. You're going to have your pages right here, and this is where we're going to add more pages. We're going to have a total of 5 pages as part of this assignment. I'll talk about that in a little bit later. The theme, I don't really mess around with that too much. If students get done early, I let them kind of go in, change the theme, look around, and you can see those different things. But that certainly is available. You can change the theme, the font, the options, do all kinds of stuff and click on it, but I'm not going to spend time on that. And when it comes to settings right here, none of this stuff is going to be really applicable to what we are doing in class. So I'm going to click over here on the Build tab right here, and I'm going to the first thing I'm going to do is click where it says My Site. What this is the banner of the site, and this is going to be on all 5 of the pages that you are going to be creating. So this stays the same on all pages. So I'm going to type in my name and say Kevin Lauscher's web page. Feel free to call it what you like. I'm not too particular on those kinds of things. It is, after all, your web page. By the way, this assignment is going to be used for kind of like a getting to know you assignment that I use at the start of the year. It kind of gets kids on the computers. It gets kids working with computers, gets kids working with technology that we're using all year, as well as kind of some of the basics of how to save images and do stuff like that off of the internet. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is we're going to click right here where it says Pages, and this is where we're going to be able to create our pages. So I'm going to click the plus button to create a page, and I haven't messed around with any of these other pages right here, so I just go straight to standard page. And our first page that we're going to create is going to be a page that's dedicated to our favorite food, and mine is pizza. So I'm going to type in the word pizza right there, and again, more settings, I don't mess around with them, and then I press the done button right there. So now I have a home page, which you can see right here, and I also have a page that's dedicated to pizza. So I'm going to click on this pizza page right here, and when I do that, I have some different things that I can edit. First of all, you have the banner text. I'll just click once to edit, and I kind of come up with something not creative, but I'll say pizza, my favorite treat. Now, it wouldn't make much sense to have a picture of a chair when I'm talking about pizza, so now we're going to talk about how to get to the images, and I'm actually going to save that for the next video. So watch the next video in the series about how to download images and insert them into the web page.